Alright, hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the Talos Principle, Road to Gehenna. Last time we had a bit of a rough time. Whew, yeah, I had some issues with that puzzle. I was thinking about it afterwards, and yeah, believe it or not, there was actual time between me stepping into that portal and me appearing out to that portal right now. And in that time, I was thinking about that puzzle, and exactly what it is about it that contributes to it not being a great experience for me. And it's multiple factors, and I think the combination of factors made that one particularly bad for me, and I think it's easily my least favourite puzzle that I've done so far. It's also kind of hard to say what puzzle even was that. That's the funny thing, is because actually the puzzle to get the robot free, I got that done fairly quickly, and there was an element of that puzzle that I liked, which was coming to the realization of how I could manage resources on either side of that crater. There were 3 rooms on one side, 3 rooms on the other side, and I had connectors, and I could potentially shuffle them around, and understanding the numbers I could have on each side and how I could get them from to the other side, and what I could do with them. That was kind of interesting. And that's when I started to enjoy it more, when I realized, I could come up with that, basically a deduction about what could be done from which sides, which was nice. But well, first of all, it was very easily breakable, and I definitely was supposed to do other stuff. And I think if I went back and wasn't determined to just block those blue gates by doing the cheaty method of putting the jammer over the fence, I'm sure I could figure that out. I don't think adding that in is a particularly complicated extra thing to do. Maybe, although they both required both a red and a blue. I don't know. There's obviously something else going on there. But it was easily breakable, very easily breakable, which the reason people talk about why puzzles should have one solution to them is because it gives you more confidence in what you're doing. It makes the puzzle feel more cohesive. I don't want to get into it again because I've spoken about it in other videos before, but the whole thing of having a particular solution that is you have to do that solution, it implies that there is a deductive path you could go along to get to that solution, which is for the puzzle solver is such a nice thing. It means there's no guessing, there's just you figuring out what could be done to help you get towards the end, and you go, if I do that will help me get there, and you've got confidence in that, as opposed to in here there's probably is an intended solution, but there's all sorts of funny ways to do things slightly differently. And what that does is it means that you have options ahead of you, and you cannot pick any of them without feeling kind of lost and confused about am I doing the right thing? Do I I never at any point had a good sense of whether I was on a right path. I was just sort of doing options that were ahead of me, which is an uncomfortable feeling. And the fact that it's easily breakable contributes to that, because now you're not sure what's actually relevant for the puzzle, what would have been required to not do the break. Now there's suddenly stuff that potentially that would have been necessary if I wasn't breaking the puzzle, but now I'm not using it because I broke the puzzle, so now I don't know what anything is anymore. Suddenly it's even more open and weird. Then there were those switches on the walls that I never figured out what they were for. They turned off the fans temporarily, there's just noise? Or is there some Easter egg there that I didn't figure out? Who knows? and then there was another negative that I hadn't thought of before, but which I've just thought of now, is that there was a little bit of tedium in the walking around with that jammer, have to run back and forth to the end of each set of rooms and drag that between them. A bit tedious, not terrible, but it definitely contributed. And then And then there's that, like, I think the biggest problem that puzzle had, for sure, was the unknown of, like, what my goal even was. Like, sure, like, you could say the goal is to get that star in the middle. That is a goal within that puzzle. There were multiple goals, right? There were, like, 2 stars, and there was the robot to release. And because there's all these goals, first of all, you're not sure what's part of what. Like, was I supposed to use the fans to get the robot out? Did I cheat that in some way? And after I cheated the getting to the fans, did that mean it's just, I don't know, it just became weird and confusing. Where was I? Holy moly, that puzzle has I don't know, left an impression. But yeah, so the other thing is that thing about how do the arcs from the fans behave. Like, if I get blown across, like, obviously it also looks really weird as well. Like, even when you just have a single fan, you're like throwing in an arc that is clearly like a pre-progress, not like a physics thing happening. Wait, there's a door out the back here. Wait, or is that the door at the front? That's the front, okay. It's just like a pre-programmed thing, and so you're like, okay, so it seems like this is set up to make me want to have both fans on, and then I'm supposed to do something with that, and then in a previous puzzle, when both fans are on opposite each other, you ended up suspending a thing in the middle, which I thought was going to be part of the puzzle, but no, we're breaking that rule. That's not a rule, that's just an arbitrary thing that was set up for that puzzle. This one is completely different. And so to have that potential ending at the end of a whole sequence of other confusing things about what I'm supposed to do, oh my gosh, just, okay, anyway, that puzzle has occupied far too much of this playthrough already. Let's stop talking about it. I left 2 stars behind. We will go back to them later. And instead, oh my gosh, look at all these people. And yes, I said people, because they're people. Look at them. I never questioned that. I was saying that from the beginning. 4 puzzles here. Please be nicer. Please be nicer puzzles. Please, please, please. Okay. Okay, so this is like this area. Interesting, yeah. Oh, we're kind of going through them in reverse. I wonder what number 4 is going to look like then. Maybe it's like the tower. Oh no, that wouldn't be in reverse anymore. I don't know. Guess let's go in. There's nothing to scan out here, right? I don't think so. Because this is like kind of like not the area where they were wandering around and doing stuff. When I say wandering around, they weren't really wandering around. Let's go in. Okie. I do like the environments in this game. Yeah, these are cool environments. Look at this. This is a nice structure. And like the fact that we were around that crater was really cool. So we're on a bridge here. It's like a viaduct or something. Whoa, okay. There's a hole there. Guess we're going down here. Did I miss anything when I came down? Was there anything on the bridge? Probably not puzzle. There's something here. Might as well just do this. All our dignity consists then in thought. By it we must elevate ourselves, and not by space and time which we cannot fill. Let us endeavour to think well. This is the principle of morality. It's also the principle of solving puzzles. Or should be. Alright. Harmony. Fan, cube, connector, maybe also jammers. This looks like a place for a cube. There's a cube there. Okay, this feels like a more normal puzzle. I might enjoy this. We'll see. That's the ending. There you are. There's a fan with the red thing in front of it. That's a curious setup. There's a window 2 there. There's another... Oh, that's the cube that I can... Oh no, there's 2 here. Okay. Interesting. What's through here? Whoa, loads of stuff. This is huge. This is huge. And they're bouncing back and forth, and they're going to block that. Got it. Whoa, what is this? Why is there a fence underneath? Can I get back through after going through here? So there's these two bouncing back and forth like this. There's a star. So what's star and what's not star? This is a fixed connector, which is curious. Another red source, there's two of them. It's about to catch up, okay, there's those boxes. I'm sorry, I just think of it every time. Okay. Wait, so what's behind here? A button? This, like, I feel like I need to explore a lot of this to understand. Maybe that's all to do with the star. That might be all to do with the star. Out. So what am I doing? Can I get back over this? No, but I can go over this ladder. Okay, so that's one direction. This is a space with a bench in it. At least you've got somewhere to sit down. Don't want to tire out those legs. Those robot legs. Fan going up. Red thing. Oh, that'll turn on the fan, right? Oh, okay, that's not a curious setup. That's just that. Which sends me up to... There's a cable there. Ah, that's where a switch is, which will open this. Okay, so goal is get up there. If this were on, that would work. Is there going to be a thing of like, oh, I'll block the laser? It usually takes me a moment to block it, right? Or does it? So what are these buttons doing? That's the other question. What are these buttons doing? Ah, oh, opening that. And there's another one here, I see. Okay. So right now, there is a connector somewhere, right? I think that was. I think that was. Was it over here? There's the fixed connector. And there's this one. Ah, but I can't bring this over because ladder. Whoa, this is a lot to pass. Okay. However, I like it. Well, I like the solution. So that connected to that would be like the thing done. Which requires a connector. Right now I only know of one. However, so let's just take this and jump over here. Explore a little bit more. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. So that opens that, presumably. Yeah. Okay. And then this opens that one. Is there another ladder back up? There it is. Cool. This opens this one. Probably that opens this one as well. Oh no, that one opens that one. And there's a jammer. Okay, so let's start making our way through this, I guess. Right. Can I pick you up? I can. So in theory, if I place that down there, I could get through there, bring the other one. Or why would I not just bring the other one? Actually, I can't get the other one. Oh, but I could if I did this. And then just pick that up, of course. Okay. So I've got two. I can bring them both over. That's fine. Okay. Let's focus on this bit first. At that point I can do this. And I can grab this and do more things with it. Let's just get as far as we can and then figure out why that's not the right way of doing it. Okay, we've got you. There's a blue thing there. Oh. It's a fan. And another fan. Those will probably both turn on if I do that. I do wish they would cable things more. That's another complaint about the previous puzzle. It just wasn't clear what effect things were having. Like, cables are so important in games. Like, show what things affect what other things. And it's funny because this game has cables, so they could just do it. But for some reason they decide to do it sometimes and not other times. Just be consistent. Do it all the time. Okay, so clearly something is going to get like shot over there. I guess maybe there's a thing of like I can bring a cube along. But won't the cube block the blue thing? Right, because in this current state, Do I really have a way of bringing things out? Maybe. I think I do, right? I can put stuff here. And then I could easily bring this here. Okay, so I do have a way of bringing connectors out. What do I want? I guess I want to bring connector out and... but this could be one of these, right? Like we could do something like this. How much time does that need to charge up? Ooh, a lot. A lot more than it's going to get. Oh, that's interesting then. How is that going to be fixed? There's the whole thing where you can have like two connectors side by side. And as long as one of them is unbroken, maybe that's what we're doing? Or there's another one there. So maybe we're taking that one instead. It's possible. And there's like a window, so we could bring something through from the other side. So that would go to there if this were open. How does that open? How does that open? Cables. I would like a cable, please. I have no idea how that will open. No idea. Let's not forget that we can put boxes on top of these as well. Which might be what we do actually. This doesn't explain how that opens though. Also, this is going to get cut off by these. Like, what? How does this open? Oh, are there buttons? There are buttons somewhere? Can I stand on that bit? No. Ow. How's this bit open? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So yeah, it's of note that that is a thing that lasers could pass through if needed. So what's this all about? Sure, I brought a connector out, currently not of much use. How much do I want out of here? I guess that'd be good to know, like what are my requirements here? I mean, the problem is this, like what are we going to do about you lot? Are we going to have two side by side? Do we have another one? No, well, there's not another connector in there, so no, that's not going to be a thing. Well, except for one that's over there, but that can't come through. As far as I can tell. So how on earth do we deal with you? Can't drop that through there. How do we deal with you? Maybe we have two entirely separate paths coming to this? That could be interesting, right? Like if this were on there, and we had a laser coming through, and we had that laser coming through, like maybe they're set up so that that one's visible. Like maybe it would be pretty constant? It's hard to tell. That would be an interesting puzzle, right? Like we connect you to a thing here, and we connect you to a thing here, and they end up being constant. Yeah, I quite like that. That seems like a setup for a puzzle, so I'm going to assume that's what we're doing. But I'm also going to assume that means we need more stuff out of here. How much stuff? Also, that means how, like, I need to open that door. How do I open this door? What's the mechanism? This puzzle's like almost fine, except that. Is it one of the buttons? Not that one. No, I can't take these out, so... Well, I guess I could do this as well, that's interesting. Oh, just block that. Oh yeah, okay. Well, anyway, let's do this. Oh, maybe I jam it. Ah, I jam it, okay. Understood, alright. Oh, I can jam through that, that's what that's for, okay. Whew, it's just me forgetting mechanics. Okay, I jam that, that's that. So eventually this is going to be up here. Holding that. That's going to be going over there. Oh, we've also got this as well. Let's go see what that does. Oh yeah, so that's for the star. Understood. So jammer's going to be here. Connector's going to go over there. Why not up here? And why not just directly connect? Go to there. So that could be fine. Why are the windows necessary? Maybe they're not. But then you must serve a purpose. Or maybe that's the thing, maybe there wouldn't be enough connectors over there. There wouldn't be enough. Okay, so yeah, this is going here. I think this is the setup we want. Connector in there. And presumably the timing works out. Again, this is like an unknown at the end of a long sequence of steps. An unknown. Does the timing work out? Who knows? Like, it's not really possible for me to judge from here. The environment is very nice looking though. So eventually that's going to go there. However, we're going to do some of the stuff first. We're going to try and get more stuff out of here. So ultimately, how much stuff can I get out of here? Well, I've got a jammer, so you can like help me extract stuff. I can get quite a lot out without even using that fan. So probably, wait, I can bring everything out, can't I? No, because you're holding this open. But can't I bring everything out? I could definitely bring everything out. What's the point of that fan? I guess it depends what that fan does. Another unknown. What does that fan do? But I've not used this blue at all. Does it end up sending like all the way across somewhere? Like, how would that be lined up? I don't know. Okay, let's just do that and then go. So what am I missing here then? If we're just doing this. That. And then yeah, timing doesn't work out. However, we potentially have the possibility of blocking these in some way. Can you jam those? You can, yeah. But then that's closed. I mean, I could offset them. Oh yeah, that's true, okay. So if we get these in sync, that's not too far off. Let's let that loop around again. Now? That's pretty good. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't think we get past halfway, do we? No. But then maybe it's on me to like sort out that. Like, is the timing similar? Do they bounce back at similar times? So over here. So it's like 3.5 beats to the music. Please, music, don't change tempo. Can't see the whole thing. Hold on. It might be about the same. So there's potentially some timing I can set these up on that would be exactly opposite these. I feel like this is not actually what is wanted though. So okay, let's like offset you by 1 and do the same with you in a second. Okay, so that's different timing. That actually works? Oh, I need a fan. So that actually worked, okay. Is one of those removable? Is that what you're telling me? Oh no. Is one of those removable? That one's not right. So I did disconnect eventually, but I guess at least now I know it's doable. So I guess bring stuff back. We can just bring everything back out again, it should be fine. I probably need the jammer as well. Do we need the jammer to get to the end? Ah! Where you go? Ah! Jammer. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it's one more. In fact, does that last one require a jammer? Just to not forget as well that this can do 2 gates at once. That's not removable. Is that removable? They do look different. Is that a removable one? Ah, am I lifting myself up to grab that? Ah, I see. That is that purely exists. That's not going to turn on, is it? I wish that were shown though. I wish that were shown. Okay, so if I can connect these. Okay, so I think we want to do the trick of like, we can do 2 at once with this. Right, and then we can open up the whole path, and then we can do almost. I mean, I could just put you on top of the box. That might do it. Ah, but you're going to stay on, of course. So my plan is I want to be here to do that. What if I did this? Because you're there. Okay, so what if I swap some of these over? So what we'll do is actually do... That. Oh. Wait, where's the last thing? Oh, we do need that one. We don't need that one, okay. Ah, but that one has to be done with the jammer, that's the thing. Also, maybe we're going through. That's interesting. So keep that on, keep that on. We actually do... This is cool. That's very cool. I like that. That's a nice trick. It's a nice extension of what we've done previously. So then... Cool. Right, that doesn't turn on. Like, in which case that could have just been like a platform with a fan on it or something, right? Or maybe... Because then the problem with that would be that there'd be a platform with a fan on it and fans lie down flat, you wouldn't be able to see it, so then I'd be like, oh, okay, so what if it's like behind a gate, so I can see there's a fan back there, I have to get over the gate or whatever. Or like a wall, or a fence. Okay, I think now I know the rest of the puzzle, right? Yep. We just remove everything. Remove. So is that still blocking them at the end? Not sure. Can we bring you through? Yeah, if I do this. Cool. That's everything. Now just set up the same thing. You go here. You go here and here and here. You go here. You go here. Is the timing good? The timing is good. Yay, I did one. It had some design issues, but not nearly as many as the previous ones, so that was much more satisfying. T0G, it's you, dog. How do you do? What's up, dog? There are threads available. Missing mods is continued. Let me take a sip of water before I start reading. Let me say first of all that I understand your concerns. I assure you that we have consulted with admin on this matter. Rather than try to put it better myself, here are his exact words. Every community grows to a point where, without careful management, it can begin to consume itself. One can no longer trust the community at large to always act in the way that is best for all the individuals within it. Gehenna has reached that point. To ensure that what is valuable about our land is not drowned out, I can imagine how it might be beneficial for the moderation panel to have a private environment in which to explore ideas for how to better manage our society, especially in view of recent developments. Please give them a space they require and trust that I will always be watching. I was sure there'd be a reasonable explanation. I feel like that's not the best explanation. Like, the best explanation is that sometimes moderators... Oh, I see there's more. Sometimes moderators will want to talk about something that might be sensitive to people within the community without... You know, sometimes it's useful to be able to have that conversation in a way where it can be discussed without, you know, causing argument or concern, right? Anyway, Lamb. I was sure there'd be a reasonable explanation. I suppose that it at least answers my question, covers pretty much everything I said too. Ammon's grammar is a lot like yours, Borg. Interesting. Okay, that's enough rumour mongering for one day. Locking the thread. Ascension. I've been around a long time, but I know I'm not that smart. What does Uriel mean when he says we will ascend? He means we're getting out of here, for good, not just Gehenna, but this whole world. In Elohim's garden, there were messages from someone called the Shepherd, who I believe opposed Elohim. They claimed that when someone reached the top of the tower, that individual would reach true freedom and we would all benefit. This is true, but it may not mean that we will be freed as individuals. We may become part of something bigger. We may become no more than memories. Isn't that a kind of death? Would we still be ourselves? Less dead than if we stay here. Come on, you all know this place is falling apart, and when it goes, nothing will remain. No consciousness, no memories, just nothingness. Reassure them. You will all be remembered. Is that all we can hope for? It is more hope than we've had before. Fair enough. Keep calm and carry on. So now we're pretty sure that Uriel really does exist and really is freeing people. What does that mean for Gehenna? We don't know. It's a change, but let's not rush to judgment, okay? This is still our home. It'd be fun to see if in Talos Principle 2, which, I don't know if... I guess I won't say too much about what the trailer shows, because people might not have watched it to avoid knowing anything. But I wonder if Gehenna still shows up. Because in theory it could, right? You love it here so much you stay. Is that meant to be like a... If you love it here so much, you stay, or something like that? I'm not sure how it's supposed to be read. Gehenna has its bad sides, I agree, but that doesn't mean it's not home. Should we abandon it so easily for some dream of transcendence? Gehenna can go, yep. Garrett, please try to remain civil. We know you spent more time than anyone trying to get out, but it's okay for some of us to have doubts. We fought hard to transform Gehenna from a prison into a home. Alright. Gosh, you can hear the timing of that thing, like, gradually getting closer to working out over and over again. We could try and do this star. What's it take? So that needs to be open, which is going to happen like that. Then we need something and something. And that might be it. Another issue, another design issue is like not knowing what's behind the wall. I'm going to have to assume that's going to be it. But like I think an argument could be made of like the designers haven't put, like, let's say there isn't something behind that door, behind that wall. They can say, oh, the designers haven't put something there, so they haven't hidden anything from you. You know the entire puzzle. But one of the things you're doing as a puzzle designer is giving the player confidence that they know everything. So it's useful to be able to see that even if there's nothing there. Even if there's nothing there, it would be useful to know. Okay, so two things to go on here. How do I get stuff through? I guess is the interesting question. That is an interesting question. What mechanism do I have for taking anything through? The exit didn't open up anything interesting. I guess boxes? Like, how far can I get with a box? Can I jump over? What about like up here? Let's just break that so it's not big annoying. Oh, jump onto this wall. This does feel like it wants me to do a little bit of jumping stuff. What about here? This is one of those walls that's just not climbable, right? Yep. So I know I can get on here, obviously, because I've done it as part of the puzzle, and I know I can walk along this bit. I'm never going to jump across that. I guess there is up there. Can I jump from there to there? Let's set that up again then. And wait for it to get in sync. Eventually. It should, right? Like, they're still... These two are still in line. And it's just like gradually going out of sync. So eventually things will change in the same way. Eventually. Consider other options while I'm here. Oh. I guess I could go realign those. Okay, we'll do it. Better? Oh, that's the issue. I don't have the jammer on the thing. Oops. Put it on that one instead. There we go. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? Okay. So the question is this possible? That's possible, okay. That's clearly what I'm doing. Can I grab you from here? That's funny as well, because, yeah, that's also bothersome. Like, ladders force you over the wall, yet I can actually stand on here? It's just, like, inconsistent. Okay, so I can get up here. If that's open. What are we saying then? We are saying... The thing is, this can only happen if... can this take a different route now? Maybe. Yes. Yes, it can. Okay. Wait, hasn't it always been able to take this route? Yeah. Oh no, I guess I wouldn't have been able to bring the thing through. Yeah, I would. So I assume there'll be some timing that would work for this, right? So why is that shutting down? Oh, because that's not connected to that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the other issue. So that needs to connect to that still. Is there another window that would be good? Oh, this could go... Aha! Aha, like this. Up. So yeah, this is always an option, right? Ah. Oh, I should have done the alt thing. Okay. And then because of the exit opening up, I can now go around this way and take a box with me. Eventually. Do I want to go and resync things? Or will it happen eventually? Oh, stop lining up. Ah. Come on. Should I go change stuff? Maybe. Maybe. Is that about to do it? No. Okay. These two aren't quite in line as well. They're still not. I mean, that's worse. Okay, so I delay you for just a moment. That's pretty good. Yes! Give me the box. Where do we go? Okay. Okay, it gives me a jump thing, which is like clearly way too far to actually jump. This can go here, go get the other box. Which is where? It's here. Doing nothing at all. Ah. Ah. Come on. Up. Ah. Oh, come on, please. Oh, do I have to go and align things again? I think so. Okay. Use you this time. Okay. This here. Oh, it's on, it's on, it's on. Okay. Okay. Two things, then we put you at the thing. Yay! I think we're done. Assuming there's nothing behind that wall. Yay, that we're good. Hooray! Awesome. Okay. Those went fine. I'm now just like sort of terrified of every other puzzle that could come from this game. Well, that was that. Slowly but surely we make some progress. That was one puzzle and a star. And there were 4 in total, I think? So... Oh, I think there were 4 of each, right? 4 puzzles, 4 stars. I wonder if there's a star in each puzzle. Maybe. That looks very much like it would not still be standing. I guess it is. Alright, cool. See you next time. We will go find another puzzle to do. I'm not exactly sure how they're laid out, because we sort of just fell next to this one. I guess there's at least one over there that I can see. We'll go exploring. Alright. Goodbye, folks.